Hey again, Math 7. Welcome back. It's day 4. It's March 19th, and today we're going to go through pages 15 through 18 of the packet. We're almost halfway, and we're going to talk about proportional relationships, or graphs of things that occur in real life. Let's talk about this first one. It says the graph shows the cost of apples at a local market. Use the graph to answer the problems. So it says, what is the cost of one apple? We're going to read our graph. The x-axis here says number of apples. If you go to 1 and you go up to where it costs, what it costs for one apple, looks to be right in between $1 and 50 cents, so I'm going to call it 75 cents for an apple. This is the unit rate, 75 cents per one apple. The next question says how much is it for 3 apples, and you're going to go down to 3 apples and go straight across here, and it looks to me that it's about $2.25 for 3 apples. How do you know? I read the graph and I went to the x-axis and I explained my reasoning that way. Then it says, in the context of the problem, what does the point 0, 0 mean? 0, 0 is right here on the graph, and it means that if you don't buy any apples, you don't spend any money. Again, if you don't buy any apples, then it didn't cost you anything. 0, 0. The next one says, what does the point 2, 1.5 represent? This is 2 on the x-axis, so that's 2 apples. And this is $1.50. This is the cost. So if you were to write a sentence, you would write the sentence, 2 apples costs $1.50. Let's keep going on to the next page. It says the graph shows Manuela's earnings for the number of hours she spends tutoring. Use the graph to answer the problems. How much does Manuela earn for each hour of tutoring? They're asking you for the unit rate again. What is her hourly pay? They're looking for the unit rate. So you're just going to go, this graph is very small, but you're going to go here, and it looks like right in the middle of 1 and 2 hours worked is where it crosses at $10 per hour. Per hour. Write an equation that shows the relationship between Manuela's earnings and the hours, X. So she earns $10 per hour. She earns $20 in 2 hours and $40 in 4 hours. And you're multiplying the number of hours by 10. Multiplying the number of hours, which is X, by 10 to find out how much she's making total. That's your equation. Next page. The graph shows the distance that Jason's family traveled on a recent road trip. Use the graph to answer the problems. What is the content of proportionality? Here's another word for unit rate. We're looking for the unit rate. How far did they go in 1 hour? They went 50 miles in 1 hour. Identify and interpret one other point on the graph. Okay, you could pick any point you want to. Identify and interpret. Identify means to choose it. So I'm going to choose this point right here, 4,200. Interpret means to tell what it means. Tell what it means in the context of the problem. It means that in 4 hours, Jason's family traveled 200 miles. And you'll need to write a sentence. Yours might be different than mine. Yours could be different than anyone else's, because there's like 5 points on this graph that you could probably use. Write an equation that models the distance traveled in t hours. Well, here's their speed. This is the unit rate, miles per hour. So you're going to write an equation. The distance, or the output, is equal to 50, the speed, times the number of hours they travel. let's keep going. The graph shows the cost per pound of chicken salad. Use the graph to answer the problems. Randy claims that he can purchase 3.5 pounds of chicken salad for $23.50. Is he right? So we're going to go over here to like 3.5. 3.5. Just you have this paper printed, so I would use a ruler if I had one in real life, but I don't. 23.50. It's pretty close. I'd have to really look closely at this graph. Use your ruler. See if that's pretty close. Between $22.50 and $30. Seems reasonable to me. Explain how you can determine how much chicken salad can be purchased for $52.50. Okay, so you're going to find on the cost, which is the y-axis, you're going to go up to $52.50 and see it goes straight across. 7 pounds of chicken salad. Boy, who needs that much chicken salad? Something you'll notice about all of these graphs that we've looked at so far, this one, this one, this one, and this one, is that they're all straight lines that go through the origin. That's a proportional relationship. Straight lines that go through the origin. Let's look at the next page. Recognizing graphs of proportional relationships. Circle all the problems that are not a proportional relationship. For the problems that are circled, explain why the graphs do not represent a proportional relationship. So we just talked about they have to be a straight line, a straight continuous constant rate line that goes through 0, 0. If they don't satisfy those two requirements, they're not a proportional relationship. So number 1, not a proportional relationship because it doesn't go through 0, 0. Number 4, not a proportional relationship because it doesn't go through 0, 0, even though they're both straight lines, but they don't go through 0, 0. 2 and 3, though, those are proportional relationships. Number 5, not a straight line. It changes. The constant of proportionality changes right here, so it's not a straight line. Number 6 is just fine. 7 is just fine. 8, not a proportional relationship, no 0, 0. Both 9 and 10 are no, because they're not straight lines. Remember, proportional relationships, the graph of proportional relationships has to be a straight line, has to go through 0, 0 to be a proportional relationship. Without analyzing, this is the last question on page 18, without analyzing specific points in a graph, explain how you know whether a graph shows a proportional relationship. Oh, I just said that. Has to go through the origin, 0, 0, and it has to be a straight line. Those things have to be satisfied in order for something to be a proportional relationship. Alright, that's it, guys. We're almost halfway through. No, we are a little bit past halfway through the packet, and it's really about to pick up the pace here. We're going to get into percents and all kinds of things coming up. So I hope you have a good day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye, guys.